he shows up, I'm like, oh, here's Ike Turner.
He's always around. He always voicing the pain on band issues. And he thinks he can do that because he's married to Sarah.
What are you doing?
He should converse with Sarah about certain things that he thinks need to be changed. But voicing your opinion out loud to a group member, that's wrong.
Ain't nothing fake right now because I'm smoking and I'm doing what the I want to do. Ain't nobody gonna stop me. This man, I'm tired of this bull.
Just disrespect.
It ain't disrespect.
Yeah, it is.
You ain't in the band. Sarah in the band.
Yeah, but that's my wife. Y'all ain't married up in the...
Let her talk.
Put it in, Sarah. Just go and
You
let her have it.
force her to say, let her have it.
Go let her have it.
Come on, then let me have it. Somebody let me have it.
Don't be going through this bull.
You don't have to go through it.
Don't matter. It don't
Yelling at. Who is you yelling at? I'm not your wife.
Her husband at that time, he done everything right for her, you know, laced her up. He took care of her. You know, Sarah didn't come into the band struggling, you know. She came into the band with money. Sarah already had buku money. And, you know, they whole little wiggle, they had money. So Sarah ain't have a worry in the world. And I think that he was just trying to protect her from embarrassing herself.
Fellas. The worst thing you could do, bro, is try to wife a woman that's trying to get in the industry. She's going to do whatever to benefit her career. Understand that. Now, if you grew up in the 80s, you probably know about Making the Band. It was a very entertaining show. It was reality TV before reality TV. And in Making the Band, there was a woman named Sarah Stokes. She was a married woman with kids. And this guy right here is her husband. And from time to time, he will show up on the show, you know, just to make sure everything is going good with his wife. Because, I mean, shit, they were married. So think about that. You're married to a woman who is trying to get in the industry. Anyway, so I guess this guy ended up learning the hard way why you can't save a woman like that. Let's get into it.
Later, she has 3 kids.
You don't think I'm missing your kids?
Yeah, it has a lot to do with it. I ain't gonna even lie. I've been feeling like just leaving my stuff up in there and just busting, like running, just like leaving. I can't leave because my heart is like, nope, you're staying here, you're singing, you're gonna do what you've been dreaming about. I wanna enjoy this. It's becoming a burden, man.
I don't think that there's nothing you gonna get out of life that you really want. That ain't gonna be a level of pain involved, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna get worse, but it's also gonna get better than you could like ever imagine, you know what I'm saying? We definitely here for you, I'm here for you. All right?
I'm gonna be all right.
Look, I'm all about chasing your dreams. But if you're a woman with 3 kids, your dream should be to raise your kids because you're a mother. It's one thing for a man to chase his dreams if he got a wife at home that's taking care of the kids and all that. Cool. That man could go ahead and be a provider, right? But a woman is saying, man, put them kids aside. I'm trying to be famous. I'm trying to be a star. That's more important than me raising my kids. Right there and then you should have known something was off about this chick.
No, all I heard was these little footsteps. This sounds familiar, you know, because it usually happens all the time in my house. I needed this straight up. I'm dreaming, right? So I feel complete. I feel fulfilled.
And it's like I say, bro, women like this will do anything for fame. If you're willing to leave your 3 kids, not 1, not 2, 3 kids behind, that's a woman who will do anything to get on. Anything.
The group has become so big, they like the hip-hop in sync. The fans are just going crazy wherever they go. K Slay is digging you. There's a lot for your credibility.
Sarah.
Okay, Slay, the hottest DJ. He will slay you if you whack.
What's up, mama?
What's up?
She came here positive, baby.
Right.
The minute the beat dropped, try doing that versus us doing.
A lot of people thought that Sarah was a good girl. Why? Because she's married. She's somebody's wife. And marriage is sacred. However, she's trying to get into the industry. And the industry is anything but sacred. The more extreme you are, the more you're able to sexualize yourself, the more lies you're able to tell. It will be easy to get in the industry because the industry will always go for the most extreme. It will always go for the most extreme chick who is trying to sexualize herself, like Megan the Stallion, who else? Young Mommy, what's the name? Sexy Red. All these types of women who are good at sexualizing themselves, they will always invest in women like that because those women are extreme. They're not going to invest in a woman who is conservative, who is, who is a good girl, because that's kind of normal. You know what I mean? And if a woman is conservative and things like that, they will try to break her to make her extreme in order to market her. It's kind of like what happened to Rihanna when she first came in the game. Then she switched over to the good girl going bad thing or whatever. That's how the industry works, right? So then you got Sarah, who is married, but yet she's trying to get into the industry. So you see how that don't really make much sense? So anyway, fame comes with a price. And as a man, if your girl is trying to get into the industry, bro, you should already know what time it is, especially if you're married. Check this out.
Sarah, she was messing around with Freddie P.
Yeah, she did. Fred definitely knocked it down for sure.
He takes, he's a favorite member of the band too far. He takes, that's my wife, I'ma be here, he takes that too far.
Started with Fred knocking it down. That's when I looked at Sarah like a totally different type of woman.
Well, I call my husband and tell him that I need him. So I'm just going through, man. I know everybody has their bad days, but it seems like my bad day is never ending.
Okay.
I thought like the married people were like 100 forever together, you dig? And Sarah low-key, high-key, triple-key changed my perception of how I see women.
Going crazy.
Wow.
Don't go crazy, Miss Stokes.
What's wrong?
Calm down.
What's wrong, Sarah?
Fred was like, Chop. He's like, sit it. Sarah. I said, no, you didn't, bitch. He said, yes, I did. Nigga. I said, no, you didn't. He was like, I did. Sarah. I said, how much you want to bet? You ain't Sarah. He said, I'll bet my show money. And that's how me and Fred used to get down. Our bets used to be the show money with each other. So he was like, let's bet the show money. So I was like, all right, cool. So the next city we went to, you heard me, the deal was this here. Fred was going to lead a latch. He lead a latch so it could be compatible with the door so I can be able to walk in, And if I walk in and see it, I lost the bet. And basically, that's exactly what happened. We went to another city. We was actually in New York City. We was standing in a hotel. And Fred texted me, and back in the G, it used to be sidekicks. Remember sidekicks?
Yeah, I remember them, yeah.
Yeah. Fred hit me on that was the shit. You hear me? But Fred hit me on the sidekick and was like, Nick, I'm in the room. Come on, I left the latch open for you. So I'm excited. I ain't gonna count with you, brother. I'm excited, you did, because I always wanted to see Sarah naked.
He invested in you sexy Sarah Stokes, with the superb sterling vocals.
I'm sorry, I did. So I'm coming over there. I'm creeping, you dig? I'm creeping and excited. I can't wait. I open the door. I come creeping through the door. I turn right. You dig? I pass the bathroom, you heard me? I go right. Sarah tearing this nigga up, son. I'm talking about fucking the shit out of Fred. And Fred, she riding Fred, and Fred looking at me, and he's sucking his dumb shit. I was joked out, son. You heard me?
Hey, hold on, this shit ain't funny. It ain't funny, but it is.
And then Sarah, I made a mistake and walked backwards, you dig? And when I walked backwards, it was probably some M&Ms, you heard me, or some Skittles, you dig? And I made a mistake and stepped on it, and Sarah looked back and jumped off Fred. Was like, oh my God, and crying by the wall and shit. I'm like, Sarah, say, bro, it's all gravy. I don't care. I was like, I already know. She said, you already knew? I said, yes. Fred said he already done it before. Fred, you running your mouth, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, Fred used to knock Sarah ass down for sure. Yeah, Fred used to shot at Sarah. No doubt about it. Tell her ass up. Fred loves Sarah, dog. He used to love Sarah. Facts.
Why they didn't make it official?
Because Sarah was married. How you gonna make something official and you got a family to go home to?
It's an evil world we live in.
Look, this right here is sad, bro, because imagine being the husband and hearing all this shit right now after all those years. And why it's sad? Because her husband was just a man who loved that woman. And he was showing up to make sure she's safe, to make sure everything is good. And this is why, fellas, don't matter how hard you try, you can't save a bird. In life, pay attention to a woman's actions, not her words. Pay attention to the type of things that a woman is into. From the time a woman is willing to leave her kids behind and chase stardom, you should already know what type of woman she was. So that's why in situations like this, Some men just gotta learn the hard way, because this brother was trying extremely hard to save this woman. And the sad part about it all, Fred wasn't the only dude that was smashing his wife. Check this out.
You know, when Diddy started knocking it down, Fred wasn't feeling that shit.
You can imagine being propositioned by Puffy like that, though, right? Like, you f***ed up. And he could fly you to a private island and get rid of the security and give you, wire you $1 million or 20. Or make sure that you get this endorsement deal. That's how easy it is for him to gain leverage over people.
But he was knocking it down, and Fred started feeling the way. So that was enough. That was the end of the Fred and Sarah era, you know, when Diddy started just fucking facts.
Hypergamy is real, man. A woman will always be loyal to the man that's paying her, to a man that could put her on, to a man that could benefit her. Whatever benefit she needs, she will always be loyal to that man. Understand that. And like I tell you all about birds, right? Their bodies are not sacred. Their body is a tool. That's all a bird know how to do. Use her body to get what she wants. That's the life of a hoe, right? So Diddy was smashing, Fred was smashing, and the whole time this is a woman with 3 kids and a husband. But she's trying to make the band. Sad. But what's even more sad about this, after she's done getting ran through, this is what she's saying now.
Well, the incident, basically I was by myself. And I was, well, he touched me in a place that he shouldn't have. That was inappropriate. And I felt intimidated. I felt like, oh my God, what the heck happened just now? I'm definitely nervous. Because like I said, I haven't said anything for so long. And it's built up, it's been 20 years of going through my mind, like, this has happened, that's happened, this was stopped. Mentally, like...
This is the life of a bird. When a bird is in her prime years, she's gonna do a bunch of hoe shit. And when she's past her prime, if she gets an opportunity, she's gonna play victim. She's gonna act like she didn't do anything. And the whole time, shorty was just trying to get on. And if you look at the video, she can't even fake the tears. She's trying so hard to cry, but it's mad obvious she's faking. But this is the life of a bird, fellas. They're gonna do whole shit in their prime, use their body as a tool, and then when they are past their prime, they're gonna play victim. She's obviously just trying to get a paycheck. Matter of fact, her band member even came out and said that she's lying.
Your bedmate Sarah, she did an interview for a documentary saying that Diddy violated her. You seen it?
I'm gonna be honest. You heard me? I can't be a person that, I can't do that. I just can't be fake, bro. So I'm gonna keep it G. It's all respect and love for Sarah, you know? But at the end of the day, I would say, I don't think that's true. And the reason why I would say that there is because at the end of the day, Diddy used to come down, we had the making the band Penthouse. This when we already made the band, you dig? Diddy used to come downstairs like 3, 4 in the morning, bro, and tell Sarah, like, come on. And she'll get up and she'll go with him. And then she'll come back down about 4 hours later, hair messy, makeup all smeared up, drunk, and look like she got period. And she did that at least 3 to 4 times, multiple times. So I don't think that that's true that that man violated her. I think that she was ecstatic, she was bucked up, and she couldn't wait to fuck him. And that's just my opinion. And everybody used to talk about Sarah fucking Diddy anyway around the bad boy office. So I don't think that's true. And there's no disrespect to Sarah, but 100 is 100. You got to keep it real, yeah. And I just don't feel like Sarah was telling the truth because I seen it with my own eyes, you know. Diddy fucking on that girl buku times, and she was not feeling violated or nothing. She was happy, facts. And she thought that, you heard me, courtesy of her fucking on him, that she was going to get privileges, and Diddy drew it to the side like she was nothing.
Treat a bird like a bird. And what's so crazy, while all this was going on, she was still with her husband.
Yeah, you can go anywhere you want to with me, Tony, because you helped me get to where I am at, and I'm not going to leave you behind.
They've been together for like 18 years, to the point where I think now he's trying to get a divorce after all those years.
I had basically 90 days, 2.5 months. That's a long damn time. It was just all crazy. My first time even stepping outside, you know, without shackles. I'm getting served divorce papers and custody battle paper. Time, I was like, man, please. I don't even want to see your face. I'm angry with you. I can laugh and cry in jail. And I come out here and I'm stressed. As soon as I hit the dang on street, boom, it's stress. I shouldn't have been in there for no domestic violence stuff. I felt like he should have been in there with me.
Crazy. And what's even more crazy, this is how she thanked him for saving her after all those years.
I may be leaving you, but not them.
Oh, is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Why don't you tell me?
I did tell you that. You served me divorce papers in jail.
Exactly.
And custody papers.
I've been taking care of you more than half your freaking life, Sarah.
Yeah, you have.
Are you serious?
Yeah, you have. Thank you.
More than half of your life.
Care you've taken. I'm coming out of the Dane County Jail. Thank you.
Please,
You've done a great job.
The people who always suffers the most in situations like this are always the children, bro.
It's been 18 years I've been married to him, to your father. And I'm not angry anymore. I'm not angry and I'm not mad and I don't hate him. You know, but for sometimes it's time to let go. When things are not getting better and it's only getting worse and worse to the point where now I'm in jail, what do you think is after jail?
It's really sad. But the bottom line is this, fellas. I keep telling y'all, if a woman is a bird at 7, she's gonna be a bird at 70. That don't change. This man tried to save this woman, and it's been how many years? And the situation is still getting worse. Birds thrive in chaos. Any woman who's willing to leave her kids to chase stardom, to chase fame, you should already know the type of woman that is. Fellas, the signs be right there. As a man, the worst thing you could do is ignore the signs. Please leave your thoughts in the comments. It's your boy AyeQ. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm out.
If you haven't yet, go get you some of that merch. Y'all already know, don't feed the birds. That's what it is. We don't feed the birds over here. So if you rock with your boy, go get you some of that good merch.